Second, Metal Leisure is going to get buffed on Terra Sanctiner. She takes another hit from Genius Student Deny. Genius Student Deny is going to take her out of the game. Ness is going to take direct damage. Hopefully Nanai gets shifted down by Swim or Irie. Ness would love that so much right now. And it doesn't. It shifts down Nanai. Oh, it shifts down Nonacid. How heartbreaking. How heartbreaking for Ness. What is he going to do?
Well, I just went out real quick to have a quick chat with our buddy Delita about his strategy. I mean, he's really playing very cerebrally right now. I mean, he's plotting out everything that Ness is playing. He's really paying very close attention to what cards have been played, what cards he knows are still there that may be lurking. So I mean, that should give us a little bit of insight. He's also, I mean, he's just got a lot of stuff that he's sitting on.
Oh man, Undertaker buffs herself, hits Genius Student Nanai. Nanai retaliates. Delita hits him with Sister's Letter. Delita also has a Shrink there. That's going to take Undertaker down pretty low. Wow, he ended up playing a card, putting it in the 5th slot. It is not dead yet, though, because Swimmer Irie doesn't have a chance. And that is the end of the tournament. Delita, with great reads, ends up taking out Ness. What a close game. What a close series. And we have the champion of our very first tournament. It is Delita. He is, I'm sure, ecstatic. Ness played a great game. He put up such an incredible fight. We saw some A ranks, B ranks, C ranks. We saw an S rank. We saw just top tier play amongst the people in the office. We hope you guys on the stream have been taking notes, getting your strategies ready for when our second closed beta starts, because we want to see what you guys have to offer. We want you guys to beast us, because we are going to be in there with you, and we want to crush you and crush your dreams when we play you in SwordGirls. So we want you to bring your A game, bring your S rank game, bring your 100% to the table. Let's get it on.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was just amazing, and it was just so much was going on left and right. Really close games across the board. I mean, the last one was a 7-point game, and I mean, we really, I mean, just even though it was 7 points, it was still a good game. Every game up to that, Ness has come in and he wants to actually impart some knowledge on us about his loss. So how are you feeling on that one, sir?
I told Delita before the start of the match, actually all day today, I was like, I know how you're going to play. You're going to play lame. You're going to play 1 or 2 cards, because that's what he plays every single time he plays against me. I try to give you guys a show, so I was like playing a little wild and crazy. But he was, as I talked to him just a minute ago, he was just playing reactive. He was waiting for me to make my move and then reacting, because if I wanted to play lame, my deck can out-deck his deck, but I didn't want to play that way. So I was a little bit more aggressive than I typically am, and it cost me the match. But it is what it is.
And there you have it. Do we know if Delita is actually running a lap around the building or through the office? At this point, as I said, this is the kind of guy where he will let everyone know how good he is, and whether or not you're as good as he is. So looks like we've got Delita coming in here with a big old smile on his face. I think he wants to actually let everyone in on his bragging rights. So Delita here, let's let everybody out there know how you're feeling about this.
Great. Not gonna brag. Those are really close matches. Ness has an awesome deck. I literally had to think very hard every single turn to kind of predict what he was gonna play and attempt to counter it. So I actually, took note and thought about what kind of arsenal he has in this deck. So, I know what cards he has. Cards like Sister's Letter, Sense of Belonging, Swap, Undertaker, Balance. So every time he plays one, I kind of take a mental note and say, okay, now he has 1 Sense of Belonging left. So when is that going to come up, and when he might actually play that? So kind of just going around that and trying to counter every turn. And it worked out most of the time. And it paid off in the end. And I'll admit, actually, the first game I got pretty lucky and pulled that one out. But the rest of the matches, it was really back and forth, and it came down to it. And it was just, really good play from both of us.
So we're checking the stream here, and it seems Jorvius has accused you of counting cards and has requested that we throw you out of the casino. So at this point, I mean, maybe we should just, make that last match null and void, or should we just let it go? Just let it stand as it is. So I guess, although I guess the one thing that we're all kind of curious about is, whether or not you realized how many times you played Undertaker and had her ripped from you.
I said from the beginning yesterday, sense of belonging is the card I hate the most. And it manages to take my Undertaker almost all the time. So I literally, as you notice, usually I like to say, hey, cards that work with the grave, you don't want to play them early. And if you notice, I play my Undertaker like first turn every game, or very early, because I know he's not going to play sense of belonging, so I just want to get him out there and get rid of him so he can't take it.
There's so many times when that first round, like, Gadzooks saw me, I was just looking at him like, I was tempted to do it every single time, and it would have paid off if I did, but like I was very hesitant. I was like, no way he's going to play crazy and wild, but you actually did. And there's a few, like, I think I said it to you originally, because this is, before I used to play a specific type of deck that would actually, the goal was to actually deck. Oh, we got the camera on, it looks like. But yeah, my goal was actually to deck. I was using Dress Irie to do this, and basically I would count ahead to make sure that almost every other time I was getting +3 on my turn. But this deck in particular was a really good counter to that, because I rely on people playing big cards, and then I eventually take them to the grave. And he knows that. So his deck is really all low cards, and he works to buff his low cards, and I'm not doing a lot of damage very often.
Yeah, and I actually had to take into consideration his balance, because I know his tactic of getting low and using balance. And basically, with balance is I try to keep my life consistent with his throughout the whole match, so he didn't really have the opportunity to play balance. So if I was ahead in life, I would kind of just let my not let my guys die, but just be okay with going down a few points. So that balance is kind of null.
We also knew you weren't playing very heavy cards, very high cards in slots 1 and 2, trying to avoid that Mother Demon rumor that he's sitting on. He's always lurking out there just to completely remove that card that's in slot 2. So, I mean, both Gadzooks and I were mentioning, that play style in addition to, we kind of thought that when you threw that Undertaker out there first, it was kind of like, okay, look, I know you're going to steal this, so go ahead and take it, and then I'm going to beat you up, and then, and that's 5 points away from you automatically. But, yeah, see, you got the camera back there. Wave to everybody. Say hello.
That's his notepad right there.
Yeah, he's got, this is Delita's notepad right there. So it's all right. It's all right. Just go ahead and take a seat there. Go. Just take a seat, Delita. Go ahead. So yeah, he's writing his name right now into the brackets. He's going to show it off to everybody. There's the bragging that we talked about. He's happy. He's really. You go ahead and make a lap around the room if you want, and all that other goodness. So really, right now, I mean, just the one thing that everybody was going absolutely crazy during the matches that you guys had. I mean, it was just some really, really amazing stuff. Some really close battles. We actually finally saw a rank S during the tournament. I didn't think we were actually going to see that, since it takes so much. There were so many times that it was close. I mean, did you ever think that you were going to just deck out at any point and just hope that you hung on?
Yeah, just going back. First of all, Ness is probably the hardest opponent I've ever had. Period. He just has a good deck and he knows how to play it well. So as you notice with Ness's deck, you can't just go in there not knowing how to play the cards. You really have to anticipate and trying to counter people with his cards. And playing against him, I have to consider balance. I have to consider Mother Demon Rumor. I have to consider his swap, his sense of belonging. So he has a great arsenal of counters. So you have to just really think about all those cards. And in the first game, I really thought I lost. And on the last turn, I was like, I think he was down to 6 life. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And, try to get this one through. So I just played all my cards. Because if it went to the next draw, I was going to deck. Yeah, but, that actually came out, in my favor and got that match, surprisingly. So, yeah.
I
But
would have to say the match I actually got the S rank was the same way because I had 0 cards too, and I just played and it was just all like, here we go, roll that dice. So there's nothing else I could have done that match.
Everyone on the stream is requesting that each person here kind of like walk up to the camera and introduce themselves. So just so everyone on the stream knows who is who are you?
Delita.
Ness.
the hooch.
And I'm Gadzooks. Hi, everyone. You've seen me before. And there's Crash. He's behind us. He's that guy that's making sure that everything on the stream is great, and he's the one that talks to all you crazy people out there. So now you've seen all of us. We can let the discussion commence, and we will... Yeah, do you guys have any questions for us? We will answer them to the best of our abilities without giving away too many secrets. Yeah, we can do that. We can start doing some request matches.
I'm gonna hop in the chat room and chat with you guys.
Oh, he's gonna come chat and ASL you guys a couple times.
It's gonna be a stream on stream.
Oh.
ASL them. If you guys I like it. Let them request a match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you...
So we have our first question here. Will we get unlimited cash for CDP2?
I'm not gonna say yes, but I'm not gonna say no, but I should probably say no. You're not gonna get unlimited cash for CB22.
Wave at
All
the
right.
camera. There.
Oh yeah, and we just had Vault walk in, so he wants to say hello to everybody.
Hey, still going, huh?
Don't even understand a word he just said, but that's all right. We always tell him that. So anyway, I noticed that there was answering that question at Gadzooks, somebody asked if we get unlimited cash for CBT2. Actually, it was determined that unlimited cash would be given. Unfortunately, it would be given to me. So none of you out there will get unlimited cash. It's all coming my way. I am the 1%.
Dang, you're the 1%. Any other questions, or do you guys want to start requesting matches that you guys would like to see? Some expedition matches?
Minimize the camera and get somebody to start playing. Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking matches
We
now.
gotta find out who. Find out who they want. Kevin and Daryl. Very clear.
Oh,
it's very clear. All right.
Well, okay,
yeah. Muggers, let's commentate. And,
Yeah, we can commentate.
Unfortunately, my deck's been altered a little bit since the tourney, so...
It's all good.
And just so you know, guys, I do have someone in the office picking names for the 5 additional random people that are going to get selected to potentially win that SwordGirls art book.
You want it off the camera so we can start the match? Yeah.
Yeah, just... So I see the first match requested is Vault versus Delita.
Oh!
A rematch.
Oh!
That's requested though.
That's requested, though.
The camera's gonna come back. Art book? Yeah. Do you want to show the art book, Marcus?
Oh, yeah, you guys want to show it? Well, 1 second.
We can show off the art.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start the match.
So
First, right?
there's also a Ness's versus Vault match, I see.
The commentator.
We had Zooks and the Hooch match.
Hey,
I think the first one we'll do is Vault versus Delita. I think we'd all like to see that because, I mean,
Or maybe we should give Delita a break.
I'll play here.
30-0.
Okay, alright. So we got Delita coming here.
so yeah, so we'll do Delita versus Vault first. We'll have Delita come in the room so you guys can see his cards. Yes, the salty run back. And then I'm going to see if we can get the art book in here to show you guys a little bit of it.
Cameras everywhere. You guys see that?
So, sorry about that silence there. We're actually setting up to get the next match ready. We're going to do, like I said, we're going to do Delita versus Vault. Delita will be in here so you guys will get to see his hand. But yeah, crazy matches, crazy matches.
You got it?
Just give us 1 second, guys, as we set this up. We'll be right back.